You are listening to a podcast of the Geek.io Media Network. For all of our shows and more, visit geek-io.net. And to help support the network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek.io holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Exploding Dice Podcast. This is the Geek.io role-playing live... No, I'm going to fucking start that over. I don't know why I fucked that up so bad. I know why. Dayquil. I blame Dayquil. 3, take 2. 3, 2... Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Exploding Dice, the Geek.io live play role-playing podcast. I am CJ, first time, every time, but joining me as always is Screeching Green Man Jackie.
Howdy.
We have Screeching USB cord Monica. Dirk. We have Screeching Blanket Carrie.
Always blanket. Always. Because I share a recording area with the human furnace.
And we have Screeching Road Rage Josh.
So much rage. Not much road.
Oh, man. So, we had nothing at all happen last episode.
There was a lot of time on our hands, yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Lots of time.
Hello and welcome to the number 1 first edition episode of the Mana Pool, the Geek.io 5th edition live play role-playing podcast.
Shit.
Yeah, we had fun with time. We're still having fun with time. And you know what time it is?
Tool time.
That too.
That's right. Binford Tools is proud to present
these ads. We'll be right back as we part the veil of reality. Stay tuned. All right. It definitely wasn't just morning, and what a beautiful sunset's going on right now.
I don't know.
The time thing. Oh, God.
You forgot, didn't
I was
you?
like trying to remember what time thing we were talking about. Katrine hates it. Just this, I would like it to be known that Katrine hates it.
Ann and I thought I got drunk.
I mean, I don't think anybody here is incredibly happy with it.
Yeah, well, Katrine looks particularly pissed off.
Which is impressive because she looks pissed off regularly, so particularly pissed off is something special.
Yeah, it's like an extra
as
level.
alliteration.
It's an extra layer of pissed off.
Some college students walk by you and wish you good evening. They're polite.
Well, if it wasn't morning, then that would be great.
Sorry for mic noises. My microphone decided to fall off its fucking hinge.
You know, they have medication for that.
There we go. I think I fixed it. No, I'm not editing this out. The same students walk by you and wish you good evening.
Like twice in a row?
Yes.
All right, fuck this. I'm punching reality.
Yeah, go out. Yeah, go ahead.
I punch reality with my mind.
Okay.
These guys are quite intrigued to see how Jack is going to punch reality.
Same. So Jack lets out some auras about him, and the same students walk by you. Good evening.
They're not real. Can I just punch them? Please? Please?
Trevor looks at you and goes, I'm not entirely sure they're not real, so I'd rather not take that chance.
Damn it. Fine.
So how do we get out of this? I mean, this isn't gonna be one of those things where we have to punch each other, is it?
I hope not.
Can I punch him?
I mean, go ahead.
Sweet.
He's actually not entertained by this.
I mean, Trevor doesn't have a great strength stat, but he's definitely going to unarmed strike against Jack. Nope, that's a 3.
It's like tick.
Whap.
Ow.
Ow.
You probably should stick to the guns there, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I do. Ow.
Oh, I was bad at that.
Okay.
I would say it'd be a great time for her to try, but I know the second she does, it's going to be a nat 20.
Hold on. So we just need to see if anything happens, right?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, hold on. Pulls out a citation notebook, writes a citation, sticks it on a pole. All right, let's just see how long that stays.
Man, it got dark. Citation's still there.
Well, okay, so nothing fishy yet. We got some time. Nah. Oh boy.
That was no, Zev. Trevor wags his finger at you after his hand still hurts.
Look, if I can't get
what, are you
citations, I
getting
start doing
kicked off?
puns. Actually, that was a good one.
That was pretty all right.
Yeah, it was the one I had at hand.
I mean, we could always try going to that place and seeing what we could find in this weird dream reality.
The problem is whether or not we'd even get there in the first place.
Well, it's either we get there and die, or we get there and we actually figure it out, or we don't actually get there because it's all a dream.
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm afraid of as well.
Yeah, well, I'm not wearing a tutu, so I'm not going to say it's a dream yet.
As he holds his hand and is like, pain definitely hurts still. So, I mean, there's that.
And I thought that was supposed to wake you up, too, if you experience pain in a dream.
Yeah, like I would be gone now if...
Well, maybe we need to hit you harder.
I'm sorry,
So-
could you say that one more time, please?
Well, yeah, as he says that he like eyes Katrine.
Trevor bamps up his gun and he points it at Jack and goes, if he punches me, I'm shooting him. Just so you know.
Yeah, you're gonna start shooting at an officer. Sure, great job.
He points at Jack.
Oh well, that's fine.
I mean,
That's fine.
I was gonna say, technically, we're all officers.
Yeah.
Oh. Do we need to punch harder? Like, is that something that needs to happen? I don't feel like if one punch didn't do it, I don't really know that more punches are gonna solve our problems here.
But maybe it wasn't the one punch, you know.
It got bright all of a sudden as the sun begins to rise behind the buildings. Very tired college kids begin to exit the dorms.
Well, it's nostalgic at least.
Just hates this. She just wants to leave. Like, she just wants to go home. She's done with this mission. Sorry, couldn't do it. Done.
you open up the menu and you hit abandon quest multiple times. You just click it.
So many times.
But there's a latency lag, so it's that's like pinging at like 87 seconds, and you're just like, oh god.
And then when it finally does click, it goes, oh, an error occurred. Try again.
Yes, or there's a UI error too, and you're just like. Like, ah.
And then when you go to try again, it's like grayed out, so you can't select it.
Oh yeah, and then you try to do / stuck, and it doesn't do anything.
Yep. And even when you try to close the thing, it still somehow is unresponsive, but still keeps you logged in.
Yeah.
Oh, are we playing a Bethesda game?
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
No, I mean, if we were doing that, we could just clip straight through the wall to where we need to get to.
This is also true. Or we jump god awful distances and die by crippling our legs.
Trevor's going to walk up to one of the students and go, "Morning." The student goes, "Morning. Sorry, I had a rough night last night. What day is it?" And they give you the day, and it's definitely about 10 days later than what you guys think it is supposed to be. Appreciate it. Sorry. Like I said, real rough night. Don't ever party with Rakdos. It messes with you big time. Oh, man, yeah. That dude, he was fantastic. I know. I was there. Appreciate it, brother.
Elle just shudders.
And Trevor walks back. Guys.
So, we're gonna need to figure out what's causing this, like, now.
All of your reports are late.
That's beside the point! I'm already frightful of that.
Think of the paperwork!
Oh, if we extend this too long, I dread to go to my desk.
Will you even be able to get in the room?
I don't want to think about that either. The longer we wait, the worse it gets.
I mean, that's assuming that it's actually passing and we're not just streaming this whole thing.
True. How about we operate on the fact on the basis that it is actually happening and it is 10 days later than we think it's supposed to be?
I'd rather live on the side of caution as well on that one. It's better to assume that time is flowing accurately for everybody else, and we're just caught in some kind of weird whatever the hell this is.
All right, so it's been 1 week.
Ish.
So are we still stuck on the punching harder thing?
I don't think that's gonna really work. So let's try to figure out where this is all originating from.
We could leave.
Oh,
if we got caught up on it by getting on the train. What if we got back on the train and just left? Got Rickus's ring.
It's a possibility, but didn't you guys... Wait, was Trevor involved in the teleporting back? No. I think it was just Elle and Jack, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't you guys go and see Big Metal Dude?
Yeah, but we didn't take the train. Whatever triggered it happened to us on the train.
Yeah.
We assume.
It would seem, anyways.
I mean, it's better than standing around here for days on end, apparently.
Literally.
Yeah, quite literally. Let's just try and
so
figure this out.
do we want to go back to the train, or do we want to continue forward into the blister coils? And no, we are not separating and doing both of them. Since apparently we have nothing but time on our hands, or it's unraveling around us.
I say we push forward. Because if we go back and it doesn't change anything, we will have lost that time.
Yeah.
we already seem to be losing.
Yeah, I agree with Katrine on this one.
Jack L.
Whatever gets me closer to punching something on the student side.
Z's advice has never led me wrong, so if he says go, I'm coming too.
I mean, worst case scenario, we go, we check out the blister coils in the shop there, like you said originally, and then we go take the train. But like Katrine said, if we get the train and we're stuck in a loop there, we only know when we're going to get back here.
Yeah. It's better that we try to at least accomplish what we came here to do, and we'll deal with the other parts as we go.
Oh yeah, one more thing. Elle pulls out the book and shows it to them.
The shared notebook?
Yeah, the one that was empty when she checked it in the thing with Karn.
It's not there.
You guys have the book?
No.
No.
Because when I checked it at back at home base, it was completely empty.
Well, it's not there. So is someone using it?
Someone's using it. Someone's messing with the dream. I mean, time's going weird. It could be any number of things.
Yeah, we could actually have a lot of different things going on. It could be a dream, it could be real, then time's moving super fast, and in that case, that's equally worse.
Could also be a really bad trip. Those generally tend to make time slow down.
Well, look, that train wasn't exactly the best trip, okay?
The train was fine until it wasn't.
Anyways, blister coils. See you guys there.
Hey! And Z follows.
Elle also follows.
Trevor is not gonna... Gun always at the ready, though. Like, he's definitely walking around, gun in full view. Which, of course, makes any college student that comes out of any dorm avoid you guys with the whitest of berths. If the crab man didn't...
Wow. For a split second, I heard whitest.
So did I.
And you know what? It works either way.
That's perfect.
If the crab man didn't do it, the man walking around with a very visible pistol is...
Some guy in the background goes, "Hey, crab bro!"
The legacy of Crab Bro will continue on.
Oh my god.
And as you guys are walking, everything seems to be fine. It got night again.
Let's just keep going and hurrying it up.
Par for the course so far.
Ugh. Are none of the rest of you guys tired?
Don't need to be.
Not really. I can handle pretty lengthy marches.
I studied here, so I'm used to it.
As you guys walk, the exhaustion tends to almost like you guys have not eaten or slept in days. It begins to creep up on you.
Elle, did you happen to bring Kevin with you?
No, he's back at home.
Kevin would fix all of these problems.
Well, yeah. I hate to admit it.
Although we might have to give him tomatoes.
Bad idea. Also, I really don't want to see what happens when I put him in a bag of holding, and that's me saying that.
Well, also, I if I recall correctly, I think Kevin's actually allergic to tomatoes.
The waffle maker will deal. We're stuck in a time loop of some odd perpetuity.
Right, well, let's go find some grub and try to sort this out. There's got to be a college pub here somewhere.
Oh, absolutely.
That away.
Yeah, it is. It is not that hard to get to the pub, except for the fact that you guys are coming out of the station again.
Well,
Huh.
so El, you said you came here for school. Do you ever remember something like this happening here?
Do I, CJ?
Oh, absolutely not. This, actually, give me a history with advantage.
Alrighty. I'm going to click on this thing right here, and then I'm going to click on this other thing, which is a 19.
There have been, not particularly here, because Dunamancy is not allowed, really, anywhere. However, when you have taken certain classes with elder statesmen of the Izzet, who may or may not sound like Harvey Firestein's mother, you can recognize the fact that obviously this is indeed most likely localized time distortion, but the magic is super forbidden and very incredibly difficult to take or to do.
Do I know of anything that can, like, of any ways, even in theory, that could be used to disrupt or escape it?
That was never really discussed, because it was more along the lines of there is a set expiration for the spell. Sadly, that expiration may get to a point where it is the end of the lifespan for the person it's cast on.
Okay, so...
But breaking the spell is kind of a... just like you would break any other spell, pretty much. It's a super hyper advanced illusory magic, basically.
Mm-hmm. You guys, this is bad. This is worse than I thought.
Oh?
Jackie, you're muted.
How bad?
Drink.
Super forbidden localized time distortion that probably killed the caster in order to be able to enact.
Oh, great. I can't even give the guy a citation.
I mean, you could give it to his corpse if it makes you feel better, but the problem
No.
is this stuff is so theoretical that we never even discussed what to do about it.
Katrine just like really slowly blinks.
Just like,
Really?
You know, El, I thought I'm glad I at least taught you the proper disposal of magic, of arcane theorems.
All right, so if we're dealing with some super shitty magic, then you were here a lot, right, El?
Mhm.
Start keeping an eye out for anything that's different from what you remember.
okay.
If it's some kind of bullshit magic that's being perpetuated, it's going to need a focal point. It may be the corpse of the person who cast it in the first place. So, odd building that shouldn't be there, shrub that's not in the right location. Look for something like that.
Also, any new pubs that might have opened, because we might as well also get food while we're here.
Yeah, there is a, since you guys somehow wound up back at the train station, there's a pretty good cafe. It's right near it.
Well, we can start over here. I used to stop here for breakfast all the time.
Yeah, we might as well. I'm starving, and honestly, I can't think on a hungry stomach.
Yeah, because the majority of you who have to, eat and sleep are getting very tired and very hungry.
I'm more angry because I'm hungry. So
The omni-hangry.
yeah.
Or the the ultimate hangry.
Yeah.
The nom nom angry.
It's the hangry and tired
Yes.
combo that
So
I'm not excited about.
So so basically, I will answer all questions with a stab in the face.
Elle reaches into her bag to look for the goblin muffins she bought a while ago.
It should be fine.
Yeah, those things keep forever.
They're like
Don't-
Twinkies.
Don't ask what we put in it. You don't want to know.
Those
It is
things,
legal though.
Those things will survive a nuclear fallout.
She offers one to Katrine.
Katrine loves goblin food, if you remember, so she will take it.
They still taste horrible, but it's a good horrible.
I mean, it's a good it's a
So does
nostalgia.
life.
It's an acquired taste. If people eat haggis, Katrine is allowed to enjoy goblin food.
Yeah. Or you can
Even the random street dog agrees.
Well,
Spoiler alert, that was the cat from earlier barking.
yeah, you just get birds flying overhead. Burf,
Exterminated with extreme prejudice.
burf. God, the birds.
and then that same cat goes through the same hallway again.
It's a glitch in the Matrix. So you guys go to the cafe, and much like most of the other times in this campaign, breakfast is served. Because it is still super early in the morning.
Yeah.
Contrary to popular belief, there is no wrong time of day for breakfast.
No, there is not.
Nope. It's perfectly good anytime.
The waiter comes over and is super pleasant. He's a kind human who takes your order and leaves for a while.
Hazy, you should get the triple shot.
Triple shot.
Not the quadruple. I once took that before a theory exam and kind of saw time for a while.
You say it like it's a
Wow.
bad thing.
Well,
I will take 2 quadruple shots, please.
So my question is, if we need to see time, when I want the quadruple shot,
He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
wrong.
yeah, I'll go ahead for the quadruple.
My man. Trevor and Z bond over coffee indulgences.
I'm gonna need this.
I'm pretty sure they're still not allowed to sell it to me.
Oh, that good, huh?
That's bullshit.
It was a weird day.
I think you're fine with just the triple, honestly, Elle.
She's
And-
actually sitting there sipping a giant ass hot cocoa with sprinkles.
Is it like with lots of like whipped cream too, and it's just like a mountain of whipped cream and sprinkles?
Of course.
A little bit of whipped cream. It's mostly hot chocolate and sprinkles.
Okay,
Just enough whipped cream to support the weight of the sprinkles, basically.
just enough.
And it's a tenuous hold at best.
Food comes back and it's enjoyable. It is as you would expect out of a college place, especially out of a travel area. So you have visitors, so they want to impress people. So the food is very enjoyable. It's fresh and delicious. And
It has like that side strawberry on the plate that it doesn't need to actually be there.
exactly. And for the first time all day, well, all days, it appears nothing has changed on the outside that is unusual.
Huh.
Time seems to be flowing normally in this cafe.
Interesting.
Elle looks for the book again.
Book is not there.
So, I can't tell if it's either because of this coffee or this place, but things seem to be normal, which is weird. Drink.
Can I see the train station from here, CJ?
Yes.
Okay. So this is going to be a really heady question.
Oh boy, okay. Well, I knew I was going to get a lot of these when I give you guys time shit to deal with.
Using the train station where all this bullshit seems to have stemmed from initially, the cafe where the apparently time bubble is not in effect, and wherever in the campus grounds we were getting the worst sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon, sun, moon, can I try to roughly triangulate an area of this effect?
I mean, you can certainly try.
You have an arcane PhD to assist in that task.
What would we call that?
I mean, I've got a decent intelligence score and training in Arcana.
Well,
Even just perception.
We'll call it, since you're trying to actually scout a physical location, let's call it an investigation with advantage since Elle is helping you.
Okay. Do.
Also, for purposes of anything you're determining behind the scenes, CJL does have a pretty high passive perception, so...
Okay.
That's going to be a 19.
I mean, you can get a pretty good fit on, like you said, where the worst of it happened and where it was actually physically affecting you guys. Because other than the fact that it just suddenly started catching up with you, days went by, seemingly, without you guys feeling any negative effects. So you're able to at least kind of get a hang on. It was worse here, but without any kind of knowledge, and even Elle's arcane PhD knowledge of it, the spells are... There's not a lot known about these kind of spells unless you're actually hanging out with a chronomancer or a dunamancer.
Right. I was more looking for if we can pin down a even ballpark estimate of what area this is affecting, we can maybe try and find an epicenter of it.
Well, yeah, you can definitely
if anything's anchoring it, then the epicenter would where we would want to go.
Yeah, you can get to hang on that, but remember, this started affecting you guys on the train itself. It definitely went from day to night very quickly while you guys were on the train. And it's gotten worse since you've been here. There was a particular area in Hightower that kind of gave all of you guys a little bit of, for lack of a better term, heebie-jeebies. The bad juju is bad feeling.
It all comes back to that damn juju. Voodoo Hitler was right.
Damn you, Voodoo Hitler. But yeah, they're like getting an epicenter of it doesn't really work too well because of the distance where it first started affecting you guys was. It's hard to triangulate at least a central point. Because if you're doing straight mathematics, the central point's going to be somewhere in like down in where down in the Zonot where you guys are actually based at. Because your mathing puts you in the middle of the not even in like where there would be people, but your mathing puts you right in the middle of the seemingly bottomless pit that is known as Zonon 7.
This is pretty shitty.
What were you thinking?
I was trying to extrapolate the raw data based on where we know what's affecting when, and how, and why, and occasionally what.
Well, I mean,
But unfortunately, my best guess is somewhere in the middle of the Zonot, and I don't think most of you guys want to go there.
Well, at this point, we might as well try. This quadruple is starting to make me feel a little bit better.
Yeah, the food.
What's wrong with the Zonot?
I mean, you do know there's like an entire planet underneath all this city, right? Actual water down there.
Yeah?
Yeah, but before that it's the layer of death, so.
Hey, we live there.
No, you live in the layer right above the layer of death.
That's fair.
Yeah, the layer of money.
Yeah, Simic aren't that rich. I've looked.
Elle kind of reaches into her bag and starts rummaging around a little bit and pulls out what at first glance just looks like a dark grayish blue cloak. I'm good. Shoves it back in the bag.
Okay.
I wanted to figure out if I could make a cloak that let me breathe water. Turns out I can.
Oh, well, that's handy.
I'm handy like that.
Well, we might as well give it a try and try to. Otherwise, we're going to be stuck here forever. And also, this coffee can only last for so long.
Damn birds barking.
That's what you think.
Trevor puts down the money to pay for breakfast, and back to the case, Gumshoes.
I'm absolutely not taking orders from you.
I mean, you could stay here. I'm gonna try to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, we've been trying. Not having much luck. Anyways, time for a dive.
Right. Z looks over at Katrine. So, I guess we're gonna have to sit that one out.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I would be much use in that situation.
Yeah. Metal plus water doesn't usually end well for most of us.
Not usually. That coupled with the fact that I don't really swim very well. Probably not good.
I mean, it's not that hard. I could teach you sometime.
Ooh, swimming party.
Maybe once we've figured out whatever this is.
Well, obviously.
Everyone give me an Arcana check, please.
Arcana. On this version of the character sheet.
Oops.
Damn it, I could have. If I had had advantage, that would have been great.
I don't know Jack Squad. Well,
Why did it make noise for Josh's roll and nobody else's?
I don't know.
Weird. All right. So
Clearly because it was the best roll.
Well, I disconnected audio to roll 20, so it has no permissions of any kind.
as did I thought. So Elle, Jack, and Trevor, you, as you're exiting the cafe, feel a kind of an arcanic tug coming from a building in the university.
Which building is it?
That one there. It's a pretty unassuming building. not even one that you particularly were involved with.
Like one of like the gen ed type.
Yeah, exactly. It is just a building. It is not like a building of the college.
It's the frat house.
It is a place where studies are done. It is a class building. It is just not one that is a fancy one. Certainly not one that you would be feeling normally a strong sensation like you guys are.
Elle just stops and points directly at it.
Oh, you felt that too, huh?
Kinda hard to miss.
I thought for a second I developed sonar or something.
What?
Anyways, change of plans.
Okay.
Is he gonna be all right, Trevor?
Yeah, he's got something. We should go after him. Just remind me to give him a Snoopy stack later.
I'm sure we got a muffin somewhere.
I got some more.
That answers your question.
So, when you get to the building, give me a perception check, please, everybody.
Nope.
Nope.
That's an 11 for Elle. Her passive perception is 19, if that counts for anything.
The app, I think Z is just like so exhausted the coffee is just drugging him along.
Same.
He's simply just being held up strictly by the coffee itself.
Yes.
And I'm only one point of awake more than he is.
So just ever the smidgen.
So Trevor goes up to the building itself and bamps up his gun and just walks up to a wall and holds the gun up to the wall just seemingly randomly and shoots. And you guys kind of feel a little bit more stabilized. He bamps his gun away. There was a rune there. Figured I'd destroy it.
A
I
what?
wanted to punch it.
Hey.
Remember the last time you tried to punch something?
Still better than Rick is opening doors.
He has a point. She has a point.
Yeah, that's also fair.
It didn't look like it was one that was going to explode back at me, so, you know. But I figure with you guys around, at least I wouldn't die.
That's
At least
a
not
fair
for good.
assessment.
You if you did, we would avenge you. So there's that too.
No.
No, Jack would just punch him.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, I was going to do that earlier. Oh, right. The other punch. Got it.
I figured it was a risk versus reward, and I didn't want to really key off anybody in the area that could be listening to me that would be able to say, hey, he noticed my sigil, and I'm going to now launch a lightning bolt at his face.
Wouldn't destroying it tell them the same thing?
Yeah, but now it's destroyed. If I just yelled it out loud, it wouldn't be destroyed, and there'd possibly be a beacon set out.
Elle just looks up.
Give me another Arcana check. We'll go with Arcana check. So you're feeling trying to feel your surroundings, since you did feel the
Wasted it all on that last one.
Oof. 22.
Hey.
All right. Yeah, it was bad for Trevor too. This time the two that didn't feel it last time.
Clearly, the other rune was just in the way.
You guys feel another tug. This time coming back from the library.
Library.
Right.
I'm gonna punch this one first.
You know, I can shoot longer range that you can punch. Trevor puts another bullet in his gun, reloads, slowly saunters after him. Jack, you arrive first. Give me a perception check. Oh,
Hey.
nice. Hey, there is definitely something amiss in the wall of that building that's there. As you get closer to it, you can tell that there is a rune that looks like one of sealing, because you are well versed with what runes of sealing look like.
The wall makes a save.
The wall fails the save.
5 force damage.
You punch into the wall and you get a little bit of a feedback. Well, in your head, which actually kind of hurts.
Oh, this is why Jackie drinks.
And as it feeds back into you, you just kind of feel gross for a second. And then again, each one of you feels like a chain has been released from you.
Oh, man, good thing I didn't eat earlier.
Take 2 damage. Psychic damage if you have any resistance to it.
Dink!
Good thing you didn't roll higher.
Right? Also, 6 seconds later, totally fine, because all that did was chip into my temporary hit points.
That's more than fine. I didn't say it was going to hurt you that bad.
I know, I just think it's funny that it's like, you know, very minor, like a bad sneeze or something, and then everything's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Find something, I take it?
I did, and it's gone now. And I felt bad for a second, but now I feel much better. And I'll feel better still when we find the next one and blow that one up.
Huh. Glad I'm not the only one who felt weird for a second.
I just hope that when this all is over, it doesn't literally blow up in our faces.
Yeah, same.
And it'll be okay as long as I'm alive. I'll punch y'all back.
Acrobatics. L does a flip.
Well, I meant to do Arcana.
She's flipping out, man.
Hey, that's better.
That
25.
is much better. Oh my god! Hey,
We're just like,
hey, Jack, L, and Trevor, you feel another tuck.
It's just a seesaw at this point.
Fading in and out. Like
at this point, you just see like Z just putting his mace out and using it as a makeshift cane, and just be like,
Yeah, his hand is actually clutching around the spikes, and just.
This one feels further away, though. This one feels like it's back the way that you guys were coming from originally, like way on the other side of Hightower.
Right. Going to make my way there quickly, but also this is going to take a while.
Yeah.
Is he actually running?
He's more than a little sick of these temporal shenanigans.
Jack, I have little legs.
That's all right. Jack is right back next to you.
Fuck!
Huh.
well, if it makes you feel any better, L, I'm shorter and I'm also wearing, about 65 pounds of armor and my knees are buckling.
She offers you a muffin.
That was weird. How'd you get back here?
I wasn't trying to be.
Oof. You guys' bags smell funny. It's very obvious.
Like the magic bag?
Yes.
Not it.
Fuck it. I don't need to breathe.
As you hoot, a couple of fingers fall out of it.
Well, we didn't put a hand in there, did we?
Nope.
Nope.
All right, I just wanted to make sure.
What do
What
these
kind of fingers are they?
Hold on 1 second. Let me check something here really quick. Bear with me. This is one part of my notes that I did not have properly documented. They are human figures. With what looks like the middle finger and the pinky finger. And they have black wrapping around them.
Are they like decaying?
No, they look like they're pretty freshly cut.
Okay. Why are they so smelly?
Exactly.
Really glad I don't need to breathe.
Jack, the 16 on medicine that you got, yeah, it looks like they were. This was a clean cut. This was intentional.
I would like to investigate these fingers.
All right, investigate away.
Elle looks a little green and is
Are you
actively
kidding me?
avoiding looking at them.
What'd you roll, Monica?
I hate that it shows you what you would have gotten if you had advantage.
Hey,
Like-
that's the
It
worst.
does get a little salt inducing.
It does, but then there's those times you see that nat 1 on the other side, and you're like, oh, thank God.
Yeah. So I rolled a 14.
All right. The fingers themselves, I mean, you don't take a lot of time to investigate people's fingers. So they don't particularly look like they are like somebody that you know or somebody that you touched or anything along those lines.
Not somebody she's gotten the prints from.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor.
What? Motherfucker. Also,
I don't
that's gross.
tend to touch very many people, so really, it's not hard to. Okay, I don't like these fingers. I don't like them. Let's just try and get this. Let's just go.
I'm just curious as to whose fingers they are.
At this point, I just don't even care.
Trevor goes, man,
I'm mostly just offended somebody gave us the finger.
I
Not
don't-
once, but twice.
I don't want to do this, but I have a feeling that I should. And he walks up to him and holds out his gun, and like, cold kind of emanates from it and encases the fingers. Gross.
Retread. Nice.
Yeah. And cast
mean-
chill touch on them.
I mean, we can always, if we get through this, we could probably go through the archives and check for cross reference for a fingerprint.
Yeah, but I want to definitely make sure the fingers are able to remain there. You want to put them back in your bag? Yep.
No.
Too late. Jack already did. Your nice shared bag. But the
It's a good thing nobody else has theirs open. Otherwise, it'd just be like, shoot, thump.
Jack, as you have your bag open, you see that there's a notebook in there.
Hey.
It's covered in blood.
Oh.
That's reassuring.
All right. Let's see if anybody left us a nasty gram.
I have him in blood.
Wow, that's so oddly specific.
Pulls out a grease pencil. I mean, depending on who it is, a lot of people might have had him. I mean,
And you have, and it's just
clearly you're into fingering, but
it's just said
when we get an address, we can make this a lot more fun.
this will be fantastic. It's signed FK.
F is in Frank.
Yes.
K is in King.
Yes. Frank King. You nailed it. This is Franking amazing.
frankly, I don't give a damn. Look, I get you're afraid to fight me. Most people are. But stop being such a little bitch. Get your ass out of this stupid temporal vortex. And let me crab hammer you to death. Thanks. Love, Jack.
Has a little heart too in there.
Yeah, he puts a little heart around the E. Oh, that's adorable. So, and Trevor kind of goes, wait, the person you gave the other bag to was Zatesh, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
Nope.
That is very, very not good.
Well, this is concerning.
Yeah, very. We should all go to where we felt gross before, since Jack ran off ahead of us and wound up back here.
Right. Let's
I'll
try to
try
take it a
and
little
stay
slower.
Yeah, we should stay together and take it a little bit slower. Yes, Jack, you can punch the sigil once we get there.
Woohoo!
Not if I shoot it first.
Just give him this.
No,
It obviously makes him happy.
I don't wanna. It
Well,
makes
look,
me,
it's either
and
he
it makes
punches-
me happy to make him upset.
Look, if it avoids having him punch other things that don't need to be punched, I'd rather he do it here.
I'm pretty sure that he will want to punch you if you don't let him punch the thing.
He is good at punching things.
He's
Trevor
really good at
shrugs.
punching things.
I really like to punch things. I mean, I've got 4 fists. Well, 2 fists and 2 claws, but
Say,
really
those
they're
aren't
giant
fists.
claws.
Yeah. To be fair, also we may happenstance turn around the corner by accident. Just saying.
Oh, right. That kind of thing. Gotcha.
It'd be fun, but not right now.
Agreed. Let's try and find this last sigil, if it is the last sigil.
We could see which is stronger, chitin or gun later.
Are you challenging him to a duel?
Maybe.
Right then. Left then. Right then. Left then. Right foot.
And
Left foot.
and it takes you a while taking your time and staying as a group, but you guys are actually able to get past the point where you guys rounded a corner and then we're back at the train station. You guys are able to get past there this time. And everybody give me a perception check. Nice, Monica.
Those double nat 20s.
Ooh.
Oof. Trevor sees absolutely nothing.
Absolute garbage.
Yep.
He's still upset that I told him off.
I mean, frankly, he's probably still upset that you didn't want to date him, but that's neither
I
here
mean,
nor there.
Actually, we went over that a couple episodes ago. He's okay with that. But you are able to, Katrine, you are able to, as you look around and your perceptiveness, you're able to find a rune.
oh, good. I'm gonna point it out to Jack. Punch it.
Oh, I don't want to get your hands dirty.
With gusto.
No, he just really likes it. I like making my friends happy.
Take 3 psychic damage as the rune evaporates.
Oh
You all right?
yeah, fine.
You sure?
It feeds back a little bit when you pop them.
Oh, I'm glad that I didn't do it then.
It's not too bad. Just stings a little in the brain.
I mean, maybe if you didn't have such a weak mind.
He actively rolls his eyes at you.
What'd he get? Snake eyes.
Oh,
Come on. It wasn't that bad of a joke, Grayson.
He's fighting sleep.
Give in. Learn now. Sleep is wonderful.
Right?
Naps are the best thing ever.
Yes, they are.
Enjoy them while life still has time allotments for them.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, really, how much better place would the world be if there was still a mandatory nap time during the workday?
For real.
So much happiness in the world.
I mean, studies have shown that it increases productivity.
It does.
Yeah. So you guys still feel a little weird, but for the most part, it feels like it's been resolved. You guys, as you feel another kind of claw off of your chest be released, it feels a little bit better, except for except for the fact...
Except for ow. And episode title. It feels a little bit better, except for ow.
That is a good one.
You feel... Everybody feels a little woozy. Kind of like you felt on the train.
I feel a little worn out is what I feel.
It's not taking you as of yet, but it definitely feels like even those who can't be put magically to sleep, that...
Sleep.
Yeah.
Sleep.
The pressure of time kind of re-raveling itself around you really makes you want to sleep. Everybody give me a Constitution save.
Whee!
Are you
Wow. Oh!
fucking roll 20 all over the place tonight? I don't understand.
I mean,
Elle got a
I mean,
22.
it makes sense. I'm carrying like 70, 80 pounds of armor on short goblin legs.
But does Z get advantage for having drunk the quadruple shot coffee?
Well, the 13 won't matter either.
yeah, even with the 13, he... So, Trevor, Z, and Katrine fall over asleep.
Yeah, I just fall like flat on my butt and just lean back against the wall.
Like he starts to fall, and
Bless
then his
you,
armor
Monica.
just kind of like props him up. Me, I'm not really surprised. Your dad's one of those little stout things, so kind of makes sense, I guess.
You don't know what that
Trevor,
little stout
I'm not
thing
surprised
is.
in the least.
You don't know what that little stout thing is, by the way.
It looks hardy.
I mean, I studied here at an age where most people haven't even thought of coming here yet. I kind of stayed awake for weeks on end before.
I've been told that's not really healthy. I'm also really the last person to listen to about health advice, so...
I was told that too, but I did graduate.
And you hear a laughing behind you. And as you turn around...
Oh, is it the kind of laugh that makes me want to punch things?
No, it's just...
Okay, different laugh. Still
Hello,
kinda wanna
big
punch you, though.
sister. And that's where
Huh?
we'll end.
No, Drill Sergeant Magus, no. I don't want to go through PT again this week.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Greatly appreciated. If you want to support this stream and everything that we do on the Geek.io network, head over to patreon.com/geek.io. If you want to chat with us, you can do that as well by heading over to geek-io.net/discord. For all of us here, straight to you, we love you. We will see you right back here next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.